So it's our second day in London. We landed yesterday after like a 30-hour flight from Bangkok. I think we're gonna wander around and try and find some good food, see some of the sights. We can see got some stuff behind us. So
yeah, it's the start of our UK adventure.
Yeah, we got a road trip through Scotland, and we're gonna go to Liverpool, Manchester, and then we're gonna meet up with our friends and family in Ireland and get married.
So behind me is Westminster Abbey, which is one of the oldest buildings in this Parliament Square because mostly everything else was burnt in the London fires and then rebuilt afterwards to preserve like the historical aspect of it in, I guess, the 1850s would have been when this is being rebuilt. Mostly it's just pretty. It was built in the 1800s. They needed a bridge that boats could go under, and tons of designs were submitted. This one does have like the bridge lift so boats can fit, and it's just aesthetically very pleasing. So there you go. It really is. If you've never been to Tower Bridge and London Bridge, when I first came to London, I thought London Bridge would be like, you know, the cool thing to see, the best bridge in London, but it's very unassuming. Tower Bridge is the one that's like the big to-do, so didn't expect that. Something that these like main European cities have and differ from each other, which I think is fascinating, is just like how historic they are, but also how much rebuilding has had to be done in different cities after war. And so like London was basically flattened, and then there were the fires, and so it's overall like a super new city compared to something like Krakow, which was still super historical. But you can see like some really old buildings. We have this one right here. I don't remember what it is, I'll pop it up on the screen, and then like just massive new build over here. Iconic. The iconic London Bridge. For a place where it rains so much, I feel like people are real willy-nilly with their umbrellas. It's a dangerous game out here on the streets, avoiding getting poked in the eye. Left London this morning. Walking around like the central city of Birmingham. Super fun, cute, and then we just found a really nice like farmer's market or street market. Everything looked delicious, but we've taken out no cash here because we have some euros left from other countries, and then we have baht from Thailand, but we don't have any pounds on us, so we couldn't get anything. But we should go to an ATM so that if we come across another one, we have some cash. Yeah.
My name's Robert. We came to Nottingham for the day because I'm a big Nottingham Forest fan, and this is where they play. So we're gonna go see the city ground and probably walk around town a little bit.
So the first place we're walking around is the Market Square, and apparently this is the largest market square in the UK, and it's beautiful. It's surrounded by these really pretty buildings, and yeah, I don't know where we're headed next. I'm walking around Nottingham for a little while now, and we just came to Nottingham Castle, but also the statue of Robin Hood. And Nottingham is like the origin of Robin Hood. This is where he's from, and all of that kind of folklore around him. So that's a really fun thing I didn't know about this. So there's a statue of him, and then like the whole story written out. So. We walked by Trip to Ye Olde Jerusalem, which they claim is the oldest pub or inn in the UK. There's no documentation for it, but it's like built into the sandstone beneath the castle of Nottingham, like with caves that go underneath it, which is pretty neat.
We made it to city ground, got to sneak in, see the field. They're not doing tours right now, and they have no tickets available. You have to be a member to buy tickets, so I guess we're not seeing the game on Monday.
But we got to walk around and it was fun, and yeah. We are headed out of Birmingham. We had a good time here, and off to the train station to go to Liverpool. So we're just there today, and maybe some of tomorrow morning, but we'll walk around. Liverpool's the home of the Beatles. We'll go see the Beatles statue, maybe go to the beach. Yeah. One of the attractions is like a life-size sculpture of the Beatles, and there it is behind me, which I actually think it is larger than life, like quite literally. The Beatles cannot possibly be that large, but it's a good sculpture. I didn't like take a picture. There was like, it was very busy and everybody was kind of, you know, rubbing elbows to get in there and take their picture with the Beatles, but I'm glad I saw it. We're headed to the Liverpool Cathedral, and on the way we walked by Luke's church, I think, or the Liverpool bombed out cathedral, which is behind us, and it had a market going on, so we got to walk around the little weekend market. Super cute, and what an incredible thing to make this church so beautiful out of something that was so devastating. the Liverpool Cathedral. It's behind me and it is massive. So I was walking up to it and I thought, this has got to be like one of the largest cathedrals I've seen or we've seen traveling. So I looked it up and it is. It's like one of the largest cathedrals in the world, and it is the longest cathedral in the world. So just absolutely huge and beautiful. We made it to Manchester. It's pouring rain today, but our hotel let us drop our bags off, so that's nice. And now we're wandering around. We started with a visit to the Manchester Cathedral, and now we'll just try and find some place inside to do things. Yeah, maybe wander around the mall or something. We're at the Manchester Museum. Went straight for the dinosaur exhibit. This T-Rex behind us is nicknamed Stan. We just left the Manchester Museum, which was a good museum overall. We mostly went to the dinosaur exhibit, which was fun, but to get there we had to walk through the Egypt exhibit, and there was a mummy on display, which was super interesting. I don't know, like what it means to exhume. Cards in bed.
Getting your ass kicked in bed.
Yeah, I lost every single game. I'm a good sport though. And so we just finally mustered up to come out. The rain let up. We were headed to the Sky Park, and then we realized it was closed.
4:30.
It shut at 4:30. So we don't know what we're gonna do with our last evening here in Manchester. Wander around. We'll see what we get